So we're leaving Boulder this morning. It's I don't know, about 7:15, something like that. We're headed up to wow, that's interesting. We're headed up to Estes Park today, and essentially we're going to Rocky Mountain National Park. We're gonna ride through it today, and got a little over 300 miles planned. Nothing too big today, mileage-wise, anyway. And that's pretty cool looking up there. So we're right outside of Lyons. We're probably about 18 miles short of Estes Park right now, and this mountain over here is blocking the sunlight, so this officially marks the first time, at least on the bikes, it's gotten down into the 50s on this trip. I'm showing 58 degrees right now, but it'll be short-lived once we get back out into the sun, I'm sure. That last little stretch was definitely the most fun we've had, riding wise, since leaving West Virginia. Also, quick update, it did get down into the 40s. It got down to 49 degrees. Now obviously it's back out in the sun. It's going to be back up in the 60s here, but a few more miles to get into Estes Park. We may stop for a moment, have to see, and then we're going to head into the national park. You see the Stanley up there?
Yeah.
We can pull in here real quick if you want.
Yeah.
So I left the big camera on the bike, but we did walk in the front door here to check it out. Got this nice little waterfall out back here. So they do give official tours. We just didn't really plan for it today, and it's a hotel. Like, it was cool to walk around the front lobby. Headed to Rocky Mountain National Park next. We got through the entry there with no issue. We're making the most of our annual National Park Pass. It's got like 2-3 days left on it, and we were able to use it. So first time I was supposed to come up here in 2015. It was storming, so I rerouted that trip down to the Grand Canyon. So finally get to ride through this national park. It's one that's eluded me for a while. So while it's my understanding staying on this route is the more scenic route, there's one that's, not paved and sounds like it'd be a little more fun. So that's the route we're going to take. I'm going to guess the guy on the Indian up here is not going to take that route. 11 miles one way, narrow, steep switchbacks. Sounds like my kind of road. All right, he's letting us around. Cool.
Okay.
Chasm Falls. You want to stop and look at that real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, kind sir. This guy letting us around.
Yep.
Cool.
Excuse me. Thank you, sir. Oh, shit.
That's a cool view.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop up here, just take a picture on my phone. I'm gonna stop right up here. I'm gonna stay on the bike.
Man, that is awesome. Here's a good spot to pull over. You want to get some photos? So we're almost to the end. I think we got like 2-3 miles left on Old Falls Road. Not quite the difficulty level of Moab last year, but having the loaded down bikes with the bags obviously adds to the degree of difficulty a little bit. And we're both running street tires, but it has been awesome and the views are just amazing. You want to stop here at the visitor center? I'm going to roll on through here. Well, I was going to loop around, but okay. Alright, you end up with a t-shirt or a sweatshirt print. That thing's cool. You can hang it up at home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, and it wasn't anywhere near 3 miles to get to the end of the dirt road. It's 3 miles additional for us to get back on the main route we were on before. It was literally just top of the hill. So checked out the visitor center. Now we're gonna head back down the mountain. We made a stop back there in Granby and just needed a snack, so found a little bench, sit down on there for a little bit. We're only a little short of 100 miles into the day, and we got about 235 left to cover, so not a big riding day, but we're going to be on US 40 for pretty much the rest of it. Good views and pretty decent riding. He's waving us on around.
Okay.
It was probably a little over an hour, good riding back through there. And we're making our way into Steamboat Springs, which I've never been to. Looks pretty cool. You got stuff all over the side of the mountain where they built. So probably stop in here for a few minutes before we get back on the road. We're about a little past the halfway point for the day. It's going to leave us with 160 miles or so left to cover. Quick lunch stop at this taco place. Little tiny Coronas. So after fueling up the bikes, it's a cool stop here in Steamboat Springs. First time I've ever been through here. Ags did a little bit of shopping, and we stopped there at a little place and got some street tacos that were a lot better than the tacos and Mexican food we had the other night in Kansas. So, like I said earlier, I believe we got about 160 miles left to cover today. It's just past 2 o'clock.
Steamboat Whiskey Company. Steamboat Whiskey Company.
So we just came into Dinosaur National Monument. Now, unfortunately, it closed here in a little bit, but we figured we'd get a quick look around before we get into town for the night. Wow, look at that. Over to your right. We made it to Utah. I don't have one with the dinosaur sign.
Nuh-uh.
2 miles down on the right.
Arriving in Vernal, Utah at the end of our 4th day of riding, we got something to eat and made it an early night. We'll see you guys on day 5.